All right, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, this is the Performance Racing League. We're in the Premier Tier. I'm TAC Delta. And
I'm Nico John.
He's Nico John. And this is
I wasn't
preseason
sure
testing.
If that was a cue to come in there or not.
It was, but you know, it's a new thing. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, so I understand that.
I like it. We should work on that introduction, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, this is testing time, so we can. Let's give it one more shot. All right, I am TAC Delta.
I'm Nico John.
And we might have it down pat. There we go.
Where are we, TAC?
We're in Spain, España.
Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in Barcelona.
Do you?
So, Season 7, Premier Tier, all to play for. We've got a returning champion, Calcis. No Adri today, unfortunately. No Stein. But I'm hearing my sources in the paddocks tell me new driver, Karis. I think he's Doctor in the Discord, but Karis CZ is one to watch as well. Very
CZ.
We've got a few promoted guys from last season. The two brothers in the Alfa Romeo, Inez and Gianez. And also Bass and Ramsey up from Tier 2. Interesting to see how he can get on today. And only Techa. Only Techa lost out on the championship on countback to G Inez last season. And it was they had the same number of wins. It was number 2s.
Wow.
That separated them. Yeah.
That's tough.
Championship. So they'll both be looking to. They'll all be looking to make a statement here for next season. Show these Premier boys, kick some shins.
Yeah, I think Ramsey. I'm going to be curious to see how he fares. I don't think he's going to be winning races out of the gate, but I wouldn't be too surprised if he snags one before the end of the season.
Yeah, no, he's definitely one of the most improved drivers we've seen in PRL. From the speed, the beginning of middle season 5 to the end of season 6. It was just incredible. We've also got Victor, who ran Calcis very close last season, missed a couple of races, which perhaps cost his title championship, but he's super quick as well. And Jesse as well. I'm looking for him in the McLaren, but he's obviously changed teams. He is now in the Red Bull. He's very quick as well.
Right, so maybe a little late for it, but we should. What are we doing here, Nico? Why are we in Spain? Tell the people.
This is pre-season testing, which essentially means just a race, but it doesn't count towards the championship. Everyone gets to try out their new car, check the audio comms with their teammates, make sure the seat fits, bit of fun.
Right, and out of curiosity,
set down a marker.
What's the procedure if the seat doesn't fit? Out of curiosity,
I speak to my assistant and I let her talk to the people and tell them that I've eaten a few too many donuts over Easter.
Okay.
And I might need a couple of centimetres either side just to make room.
Right, okay.
So we've got some times coming in. We've got Jesse with a 17.9, currently in provisional P1. And then after that, all of them very close there. Tambar, Techa, Ramsey and Bass. But Eat That Bear has just put in a 17.3. Another one to watch. Wow. Is he a new? I think he's a new driver, unless he's changed name.
No, that's Checo.
Aha, it's Checo Perez.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's Checo in reference to a movie that has recently come out revolving around a bear, the Cocaine Bear movie.
That looks classic B movie fodder.
Oh yeah, yeah, I caught it in theaters. It was I wouldn't go back.
Well, Victor, 17.0. These times are crashing down. Okay, eat that bear. Checo, good to see him back. Super quick Mexican driver. Fought for the title in season 5, I think, or season 4. Took some time out and he's back. Who are you on with, Tack?
Right now, I'm following Rusty Trundle around. He's coming through Sector 3 now. It's getting through the.
He's just reserving up from tier 1 today.
Yeah, he's heading through the technical section, which if you can get it smooth, you can have somebody chase you the entire lap, but not get you through the DRS. If you can get through that section smooth and they can't, that's where your race with them will be decided.
I mean, that's probably the most important exit on the track, isn't it? Getting out of there quickly.
Yeah.
Although that chicane's gone in real life, and I guess the next game.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't hate that. Excuse me. I don't hate that chicane. I know a lot of people do. But I mean, if compared to, say, the chicane in Miami, which I just, is just one that you want to pull your teeth out. I think this one, it sets up the straight, and it makes that exit so important because it's a longer straight than you realise. I mean, you just forget just how long that back straight is, start finish straight. So.
Yeah.
I don't hate. I mean, obviously it's tricky, but if you want it easy, go to preschool and don't colour outside the lines. Take the challenge.
Yeah. I think some of it is what creates great racing, and like we just said, if you can get through that and somebody else can't, then your overtake chances go down quite a bit. And I hear you at the same time of, just be better. But I guess maybe from the perspective of the real life entertainment, right? Because at the end of the day, that's all this is. It makes sense, I suppose. But I also hear you that as a show of driver prowess and ability, then it should stay in. So.
I've just jumped on with Calcis, returning champion. He's on a lap in Sector 2.
Yeah, I've been riding through with the lovely Papaya car.
Team McLaren all Norway in Premier Tier today, this season. Calcis and Tambar, I think they're in real life friends. They've raced together for many seasons here. Or Calcis set the fastest Sector 2, but then had a wiggle on the exit, which is it. That corner, it's very easy to lose the rear. I was saying to you off mic, off air, that I've been having trouble there.
Right. Yeah, I haven't driven Spain too much, so it's completely unfamiliar to me. I try to take it the same way as I did when it was just that tight little almost hairpin, and and you can't. That's not the fastest way around. It is a way, but it's not the fastest.
No, I mean I've been braking about, I'd say 75 down to 4. Try and hug that inside apex.
Yeah.
And then it's the entrance to the next corner is a lot wider, so you can run out further you can go further to the left to then really swing it into that little top.
Yeah.
Top straight at the back there.
I'm definitely missing out on some apex speed there. But anywho, there's Frosty across the line with a 1:18.4. Towards the bottom of this Premier qualifying. Any surprises? I mean, not really.
Moving up now. No. Oh, he's just starting, and that's not a representative lap time from him.
No.
He's super quick over 1 lap.
Well, if he's starting, you want to walk us through the lap? We'll ride on board.
Here he goes into turn 3. He's got some traffic ahead. Might be on a lap, in which case he wouldn't need to get out of the way. Might not be, in which case he should. Down to, I'm not sure this is another tricky corner. Trying to get the gas on. Down here, 60, maybe third, 4. He's gone for second. Get it rotated. This is a fun part of the track. I enjoy this. Curbing start. Oh, missed the apex there.
I abhor that section.
But I think DNS runs very low wings.
Oh no!
I don't know what happened there. The other car ghosted and then went and then.
Yeah, I don't
get a lap in as well. That was a bit confusing.
It doesn't look like he has damage from that. I mean, you would almost have to, but
there's desync. I don't know why that other car didn't get out of the way. Unless he was on a lap, but then he seemed to stop. And there was
Well, from what I saw, it must be some desync. From what I saw, it looked like the McLaren dove in front of that other car that was on the straight, and then it looked to me like Giannis just drove straight into it, like turned into the car. So I don't. Yeah, it must be some sort of internet error. I'm not sure.
He might be going again, but he's only got 30% battery, which doesn't help.
No.
And his petrol light flashing. I think he's probably going to have to in lap. I guess he's got time for one more.
He's got enough.
Yeah.
He's got the fuel. I can see it on his dash. He's got 8 tenths. Plenty to make it around. But yeah, the energy's going to be lacking. Yeah,
once you're down to under 10, the car's just not as quick. It gets clipped, the top speed.
Yeah.
Shame for him. Who else is out there? Ramsey in the Williams. Good car. Good driver. Currently P13. He'll be Victor. Wins the 16.8. Jeez Louise. It's a fast lap.
Especially in qualifying.
So Kausers and Checo with the bear are both. Kausers just starting. Here we go. I think that little wobble in sector 3 cost him last time.
I'm going to keep an eye on Rusty as Rusty finishes the lap.
So turn 1, I don't know, I brake 80 just at that concrete on the left. 5th, yeah, touch the insides. You can take a bit of outside curb. Try and get flat. Stay tighter to the insides. Yeah. I think the racing line, the line that some people use, doesn't give you the best line through there. Run a bit wider. I try and be a bit tighter to that inside curb.
I found wider's a little faster. You can get on throttle a little better.
Carry more speed.
Yeah. And that's Kelsey's invalidated.
And he's lap one count. How's Checo doing? Coming through. Arrows it in. Brake here about the 50 at the bridge. Down to 5th, 4th.
Yeah. See, I take that. I take that line because you can, right at the edge of the apex, you can basically pedal to the ground. Yeah. In 4th.
Control through there. Swing it in. Not quite flat on this game, this corner. It used to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Checo wasn't far off. Smallest of lifts. Yeah, and he could be a bit tighter to the apex, I think. Starting wide, throws it in here. Use all the trash on the left. Bit of curb on the inside. Down to 2nd. Sure shift up. And go.
You got to be so patient through that complex because you want to. You know you're losing time in the corners, and you want to get that pedal down. But if you do, you're just going to spin. So you have to be so incredibly patient.
So tight at the top there, Victor, Carres and Eat the Bear. Just a couple of tenths separating the 3 of them. Kalsas, I think, 17.8. You can get quicker than that. You get a wobble and an invalidation. I think those 4 will be our your fast 4. I know it's 5, but I think they're the 4 to watch. Can Giannis get a representative time as he comes to sector 3? He'll be looking to get ahead of his brother. No, this is 150. This can't be the lap.
Yeah, no, he's prepped
for starting.
There we go.
Maybe a double out lap. He'll be looking to be 18-1, get ahead of his brother. Frosty, no. Checo's on his in lap, isn't he? So they're all just waiting for the final lap.
Yep. Some out there getting warm.
Yeah. Moist Fish is another one who's very quick. Expect to see him at and that's Bass just having a little spin-a-rooney on his outlap. Checo's gone again. 50% battery should be enough.
I don't know. Seems like most of these...
His tyres, those soft tyres don't last. If he's done a hot lap and essentially 2 out laps, he's probably at... I think the softs are about... Oh, he's gone round.
Yep.
Too much curb. That's a killer. That turn 1, turn 2 curb is a killer. So, Bass, probably the quickest 17.7. I think Bass's average qualifying position last season in Tier 1 was 1.4 or something. Incredible.
Sheesh.
Never missed the front row. He's a one-lap specialist for sure.
Yeah.
And puts himself in the top 7 in Premier. Well done. Well, there you go. GN is up to P4. That's more like it.
Just needed a chance to shine.
Truly McQueen's doing well. Is that a new driver or another name change?
Truly sounds new to me. I don't...
No, that wasn't Truly and a different, like Truly PNG or something last time. Something like that, maybe.
We had Truly PG last season. I don't know if it's the same person or not.
No. Anyway, good to have McQueen with us. He looks quick, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's the same.
PG-13. That's what Cocaine Bear was rated, wasn't it? No.
No. No. Certainly not. At least not in the States.
Don't bring your kids to that one.
No. You remember the Deadpool movie?
Yeah.
Came out a while ago. I went to see it with some friends of mine in high school, and there was a man who brought his kid, maybe 10 or 12 years old.
We were thinking it was just a nice superhero movie.
Thinking it was just another superhero movie, and maybe it was R for the violence. Oh my! Speaking of violence, I just saw some Brit on Brit there. One of the Williams driving straight into Tambar in the McLaren. Tambar's done, and I'm sure there will be penalties to come. Who was that? Was that Rusty? So not entirely sure what happened there. Rusty may have lost it. And had a spin. But back to the point. They lasted about 15 minutes and then got up and walked out of the theater.
Time to go.
Yeah. So do your research for the cinema.
Can he improve? Yes, he can. Great lap from Ramsey, P8, 17.6. These are quick times. I can't do anything like these. We've got a Merc coming over. Is that Moist? Yeah. I think he'll be looking to be a bit higher up the grid.
And higher up the grid he goes.
And then we've got Kowski. Again, another one who you'd have thought would be near the front. Not the greatest exit. Wow.
Great time though.
Oh, that's close. Look at that. 817, 981, 998, 71, 72, 73.
So are these 5 the fast 5 you figured we would have?
Turtle. And then we've got... Is that England? No. We've got an Alpha Tauri section. Coming to the... No, it's the Borton. An Alpine of Truly. Paul Graham. Phil Green. David P9.
Paul George.
Paul George. Everyone's favourite 3-point specialist. hoop protector. Box to box defender.
Right. Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. So it looks like that is our grid. Tough. I don't think there's going to be any more.
No, yeah. I think we've got it. Ramsey and P10. I think that's about exactly where I would have expected him to be. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, hats off, Tier 2, and he's been moved up 2 divisions, and he's bang in the mix, isn't he?
Yep. Yeah, and I think I mean, winning and winning and winning is a lot of fun, but I think he'll enjoy this a little better. Actually, having a touch
Yeah.
more of a challenge. No skip to tier 2 as a member, but yeah, I think he'll enjoy it, and it'll make him better as a driver too. He's still, if I'm not wrong, I think Ramsey's actually very young. So
No,
no,
not very young compared to some of the guys. I think he's probably 20.
oh okay. Oh, well, that makes me young.
Yeah, you're the young gunslinger around here. So. Ankbank didn't set a lap, but it looks like I think he joined late. I don't know, Ank. He's doing an outlap. Oh dear. He might need to retire. Ank loves this track. This is. I remember when he was Tier 1 champion, he got to pick a track for the following season, and he picked Spain. I know this is right up his strasse.
It's bread and butter.
Demur also not setting a time. I think they both joined late. Whether that means you've got a slightly glitched lobby and Ank needs to retire from session.
Yeah, at least thankful that it's not like last season where your fastest tire or the one that or your fastest tires which you started the race on, because especially Ramsey is
the AI
shot.
was to do 8 laps on it or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. I had that experience as well. It looks like Discord's gone down, which is useful. Ah, there we go. No, maybe it's back.
All right, so for our preseason test race, we've got Victor taking the victory in qualifying at the top. Then Carries and Calces, don't get them confused, they are not the same. Eat That Bear, otherwise known as Checo, lining up in 4th. G. Innes filling out 5th position. Moist Fish
Great lap from him.
and Turtle Hopper on the 3rd row. Jesse Force and Truly PG McQueen 13 in 9th position. Ramsey the T2 Shine Star in 10th position. GK Base in 11th. Tetra bringing up 12th. NS 13. Tambar in 14. 15, 16 Frosty and Rusty, with Demur and Ankbank filling out the final row, row 9.
Yeah, no, I think fighting for the win is going to be Checo, Victor, Calces, and Carres. There's the top 4, assuming nothing happens to them.
Yeah, so Carres is a new one for me. Where'd you get your background information? Who's your source?
A couple of sources here and there. I can't reveal. Ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies, Tack. But I expect him to be quick, super quick. I saw his on joining PRL. You have to give a couple of time trial screenshots. I think everyone in the league has done it at some point when they joined, which we used to help try and figure out which tier a new driver should be in. And his TTs were pretty quick.
Okay.
Pretty good. Yeah, top 1%. I think he was about 110th in the world at Hungary, something like that.
Well, I asked no questions and I got no lies, so
Exactly.
perfect.
So there you go. 110. That's obviously PlayStation, or maybe it wasn't. Whichever platform he's on. No, he's PC, isn't he? So all these PC boys up to their eyeballs in grip hacks, probably. Hey, come on. We need I think for the integrity of the game next season, there does need to be an anti-cheat, because it feels like on the PC side it's pretty rife, actually. I raced a guy recently in another tier, another league. It's a no assist league, and it was Jeddah. And he was ahead of me, but he'd had a moment, so he was sort of in the middle of the race. We were together, and he was missing apexes, bashing walls, taking suboptimal lines through a lot of corners, but still setting fastest laps in the race. I mean, it was pretty obvious.
Right.
and he got ejected. But I think it's a lot more common than you realise.
Yeah.
And the really sad thing is the clean PC drivers, like I'm sure Calzas and Carras are. I know we joke about it, but I'm sure they're both not doing anything. But it does put a slight shadow over them, doesn't it? It's really unfair.
Yeah, no, especially if you're talented and you're quick, you're also suspect, right? So,
Oh.
and that's not entirely fair. That's not really the reward one should get for being good at their craft, but that's kind of the world we live in, I suppose.
So I think we do need an anti-cheat. I was reading an AMA on Reddit with someone who'd made a cheat, I think. And while it's hard to get it 100% foolproof, it sounds like EA and Codemasters are just pretty sloppy on what they have, on the steps they've taken to try and reduce it.
Right.
Up to this point.
Well, F1 has become one of those things. It's getting ever more popular, right? So that kind of explains why cheating is a problem now, and it used to not be, because it just, especially in the US, but internationally, used to not be as, the games anyway, used to not be really that big of a deal. But now it's starting to really take off, especially into the esports world, and there's just a bigger camera on it. So of course people are going to try to be better and have to cheat. And
well, once you start, the prize money goes up, the incentive to cheat goes up, doesn't it?
oh yeah.
Bring back the good old days of just PlayStation. Turn this crossplay off. So drivers taking a moment, sorting out strategies, sorting out fuel loads, maybe having a pre-race pee, quick chat with the engineer, maybe a little meditation in the corner.
Yeah, playing the favorite musics, whatever it
Do you
takes.
have a pump-up tune before a race, Tech?
I do not. I don't have one specific one, but I don't know. Maybe something to implement. Us engineers always looking for a process improvement.
Hey, it's all about those marginal gains, isn't it? If you
It
can be
is.
1% better motivated, 1% better hydrated, 1% quicker in your reactions, it all adds up to being 1% more alert. It all adds up to little tenths here and there,
Sure.
which could be the difference.
Yeah, I've got a little cabinet in the next room over that ensures that I'm 1% more hydrated, although probably about negative 10% more alert.
43% proof.
Those are baby numbers. Come on, mate.
Okay, we've got our countdown. I'm guessing it looks like it's all dry, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would think so. I
I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard the cries in the Discord for. Although I don't think Discord is working for me right now.
I haven't. I popped in there. I didn't see any issues, so I think it's probably just you.
Yeah, I've lost. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Just as long as we don't lose you in the booth. That's where the people are here for. All right.
So, just having a quick look at the tyres. Everyone, apart from Demur and Ank in 16th and 17th, are starting on the hards, which will be, if you ignore the AWS gibberish, which will be, I imagine, about 18 to 20 laps on the hards, followed by 13 to 15 on the mediums, and then vice versa, obviously, for Demur and Ank. But all that could go out the window with safety cars, which isn't unlikely, to be honest. Turns 1, 2, and 3, lap 1. There's always someone. There's always something.
It's deceptively wide. Because when you drive through it on your own, you seem to have a good bit of space, but all of a sudden you put a second car there, and
yeah. Well, people get through 1 and 2, and then I don't think it's malicious, but you just run wide naturally.
Yeah,
3,
for sure.
And then try and straighten up for the straight, and people always get taken out by it. Oh, Victor's had a moment. Looks like Tambar had a moment. get it all out the way during the formation lap. Cheeky
Right.
spin, good way to warm the tyres.
Oh, well, yeah.
And then a few donuts on track.
For sure. All right, safety car, over under? I'm thinking 1.5.
Yeah. I'll take the over. I'm going to say 1 in the first 10 laps, 1 in the last 10 laps.
Okay. I don't think that's totally outside the realm of possibility, but I think we'll see. I think we'll see just 1. I'll take the under.
Okay.
All right.
So, season 7, here we go. Pre-season, but still, I want to do well.
Right, we've got 3, 4, and 5 red lights, and they've gone out, and so have our drivers.
Oh, good start by Perez.
Great start by Perez.
Calces too. I think it's actually a bad start from Victor, who's gone down to P4, but sends it up the inside, makes it work, gets through, and Calces leads.
Yeah, well done from the McLaren driver. Victor slipped a few positions back here. Off the go.
And Rusty has had a moment. Oh, I just saw that. That looked like... I'm not sure who that was. There was a moment there with Moist just falling right back. Tanbar, it's chaos. I can't keep up with everything.
Yeah, it looks like in the back half of the pack, there's a lot of shuffling going around. Bass and McQueen moving around a good bit. They've seemed to have sorted themselves.
A scrappy opening lap, to be honest. Oh, Gianna is left. I think that might be a disconnection. I'm trying to get him back.
Right. In the meantime, Demur, making the most of the medium tires, has brought it all the way up into 10th position already on the first lap. We've got a yellow here in the third sector. That is for the AlphaTauri off the track. That's Carez. Got off to a hot start and has now slipped back. So it's all for naught. Looks like Tetcher dealing with the ghost of Gianez. We'll skip on from that. And Victor and Kelsey's going to go into it. Turn 1. They leave the space. Oh, and Kelsey loses it again.
Yeah. Just had a little wobble. Couldn't get the foot down. Let Victor get ahead, and it looks like Checo's going to have a go around the outside.
He wants the outside. We know Checo can run that line, and he will. It's the second time Kelsey's had to back out of the throttle.
And he's made it through. Great racing.
So Kelsey's maybe, you think, running that lower downforce setup gives him some good speed on the straights, but really struggling to keep side by side in the corners. I know this is something we talked about earlier.
Right on the back of them. Purple and Jesse chasing just behind. But those ones trying to get DRS, which activates this next lap.
Demur really pushing the medium tire up to 7th now, gaining a handful of positions every lap.
I mean, that's exactly the plan, isn't it? If you're going to start on a medium, you've got to make moves.
Yeah. Yeah, no point in put on mediums and get stuck.
If Victor's put a second over Checo, as Checo and Calces battle, Victor drives off into turn 1. Checo backs off, gets the optimal line through. And Calces is gone.
Yeah, you know, you can opt for the optimal line through there. I don't think it's going to help you because, I mean, you have the long right-hander, in which it doesn't... I mean, you want to get a good entry, but it doesn't really affect you too much, because it's more about holding your grip, holding your line, and then that straight that comes after is very short, and typically more impacted by how well you were able to hold your line as opposed to how you entered that corner. So, I don't know that giving up the position for optimal line really works in that section of the track, but I digress.
No, I agree. I think I'm just on with Ramsey trying to get past Rusty. The two of them having a nice battle. Very respected. Demur on those mediums trying to make it past Texas.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think the differential between the tyres is quite big here. The mediums versus the hards and the softs, it's quite a big difference. So I think Demur will have a big advantage for probably 6 or 7 laps. And here we go, to the DRS open. Easy move, Texas doesn't fight. Happy to let him go and try and get into his slipstream. He can try and stay with Demur and let him pull him along and hopefully catch that front pack.
It's always a strategy that you think is going to work well and doesn't play quite as good as you would think.
They go past you, they break the second within 3 corners, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been there. So now Turtle is right on the back of Checo. It looks like Victor's left Calces, and Calces has managed to put a bit of a gap to Checo. It's there. So Turtle's going to have DRS now on this little straight. Moves, I think, can be made here into this corner. Tries against it. Checo looks like he's struggling with it. I wonder if he's got some sort of damage.
No, I couldn't be for certain. What is certain, though, is that Carez has really struggled to fight back up. It's only been a couple laps, but whatever happened on lap 1 to put them this far back has really had an impact here. It's been struggling to get caught back up. Let's ride with Turtle, getting ready to pull the overtake off on Checo. Wants the inside line. And they're going to go back and forth. Broadcast camera not giving us what we need for that shot, but they're letting Jesse come back into it. Jesse can pick whichever Haas he wants the slipstream from, and then they all file in. Checo opting for that wide line. Turtle taking the inner line.
I think Checo's just reserving today. I'm not sure he's a full-time pass, so whether there's much communication or separation between him and Turtle, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's correct. It should be stolen milk in the Haas, but instead we have cocaine there. Raving mad. Anyhow.
It's based on a true story, isn't it?
It is, except so the true story is the bear consumed a little too much and went into a dead sprint for about 300 meters and collapsed.
Sorry, I just saw Frosty at the moment. That last chicane, brutal. Too much curve and you're gone. Sorry, so he had the chicane, did a little run and then collapsed.
Yeah, it probably would have been the scariest thing you've ever seen if you were there, but I don't think there was anyone around to see it. Well, so it begs the age-old question: if a bear ODs in the forest, but nobody's around to see it, did it happen?
Interesting. I don't even like cocaine. I like the smell of it.
Let's be mindful of the Twitch TOS. We'll save this conversation for a later date.
So where the battle's on track, let's have a look. We've got Jesse right behind Eat the Bear. Let's just pull in Checo. Jesse chasing down Checo in his new Red Bull.
Kara is looking for the outside move on Inez, and I think he's going to get it done. Yes. And spinning around his base.
That's fast.
Yep. Got it out of the way though, so well done to him for that, if nothing else. Ooh, Kara's real twitchy.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
That's kind of odd.
A few times I've seen him, I don't know if that's a connection or he's just a little bit, the car's a bit sketchy on that foot.
Yeah. Caught it really well though. Impressive.
So Petra, like we said, has managed to stick with Demur. Demur hasn't really managed to make inroads onto that top 5 though. And I think he should still have a tyre advantage. for a few laps.
Yeah, he will, but the thing I've noticed with hards, especially in this 2022 game, is the hard tires, they need a little bit of time to fire up, but then they can easily be almost as quick as the mediums, at least in every track that I've tried them on. So.
Yeah. They're a nice race tire, aren't they? Once they get in, warmed up, and they're pretty solid.
Yep.
First couple of laps are always sketchy. Even when you've got heat in them, I feel like, I don't know if that's just full tank or they're just a bit slippery, slidey.
Yeah, maybe so. Although I always feel like I tiptoe the first 5 laps, so.
Right. Is now chasing down Moist Fish. Here's the DRS. Don't seem to be able to make a move into turn 1. Looks like that.
Now we'll see. I think this is where Kara's had a. No, this is the exit.
I've seen him have moments here as well. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice line through 3. You know, Fish is super quick. So.
Now we'll see if Karras can keep it on him.
Fish now catches up to that texture in the Mura group. And he'll be back into DRS to help him defend from Karras. Checo still right on the back of circle. Jesse just happy to sit behind him. He's got 90% battery, wait and watch. No need to do anything silly at this point.
To answer Suzuki from the chat, I think the pole time was a 16.9. Does that sound right, Nico?
Yeah, 16.8.
16.8.
16.8 from, I want to say Victor.
Yeah, it was.
He's looking super quick. Oh, Kelsey's has had a moment, but he's got enough of a gap that, yeah, now Victor's got a 4-second lead at the front. Commanding. Kelsey's has got enough of a gap over Turtle to not be under any pressure just yet. But yeah, a few times we've seen that. Kelsey's on exit, that back end gets a bit squirrely.
So Jesse has just set the fastest first sector, unless that's a glitch on the map. But
I wonder if Karras, as he's entering the DRS, Fish will have it too. Not using his battery. He's happy to stretch the moment. He's just battling to stay within that second of the more. He's got past Tetra. Oh no! Something happened there. Tetra's had a moment. I think someone hit him. I see. I don't know if that was Karras. He's also had a problem.
Yeah, Karras
is retired.
Lacking a wing.
He's retired in the pits.
Yeah, I think he has.
It's all gone off. What's happened? There's no speeding in the pit. I feel like we've had 2 minutes of utter chaos.
Yeah, we've got 3 drivers now coming into the pits. We'll see a retirement, 1, and a double stack at AlphaTauri, I think unplanned, yeah. Tetra retiring, coming out on the softs.
I don't know if Karras hit Tetra. I'm not sure. But they both had problems there. Or if I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. It means Moist into 6th, Demur into 5th. Tetra's retired. And Kelsey, I don't know what happened with Kelsey.
I don't know. I think Kelsey's retired in the pits before most of that went down. I don't know. It's preseason race. I know some people have plans around this time, and they just
wanted to,
yeah.
Perhaps he just didn't really have the setup fully dialed in, and decided just to walk away. Which gives Victor an 8-second lead at the front. We know his speed, so he should just bring it home. after a safety car would change everything.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get one in the first 10 laps, so that's one leg gone. Yep.
Missed it, Nickel John. That. I have to look again at the tarot cards. See where I made my misinterpretation.
Ramsey holding it strong in 11th, not shrinking back from the challenge. Again, good to see him fighting right about where we would think he would be.
Yeah.
Angbank just ahead.
I think both the Inezes might have picked up penalties.
Some penalties.
Yeah. They've both got 5 seconds. I think they've both been speeding into the pit.
Yeah.
Well, they both pitted. Inez hasn't pitted, but he's got 5 seconds or something.
It may have been contact. May have been what was wrapped up with Kara's.
Which means, right or wrong, he will have to serve that when he comes in for his mandatory pit stop.
Yeah.
They won't be able to remove.
Jesse is pushing hard to make up time on the Haas cars, but they're sharing DRS. So while Checo breaks wind for everybody else behind him, he
Turtle had a look in the inside. Doesn't have enough, didn't really commit to it.
No, these three have been fighting in a pack the whole race, and that may be why Victor, I mean, not to shortchange his speed, but that may be why Victor's gotten so far away also is...
No, of course. There's nothing you want better when you look in the mirror than see the cars behind you going too wide into the corner.
Yes.
Checo's got the least battery of them all though. 20%, 65 for Turtle and 89, 90 for Jesse.
Yeah, he's been at the head of that pack, so he's really had to push through the air for everybody else. So, and Jesse's got that battery saved up. It's about maxed out, so he knows he's going to deploy here.
He's going to keep going on the mediums. I expect him in the next couple of laps. Him and Hank.
And Jesse moves to break the toe, and they're going to go side by side into corner 1. Jesse holding the inside.
Leaves the space nicely.
Yeah, he's going to maybe try the under. No, can't quite get it there.
I think you're better off being on the outside for turn 1. I feel like with that complex, there's definitely a better side for the track to be on.
See, I'm going to leave those three to their devices. See Rusty trying to close up here on Truly McQueen. These two having a scrap in the back. So what? Demur and Ankbank, but I'm gonna focus on Demur on the medium tire. When do these start to fall away? When do we see him start to struggle to catch the hard tire runners? I mean, he hasn't. He's pulled it up to moist fish at this point, but
so he's done 13 completed laps. I think he could be in this lap or next.
Okay.
Yeah, no virtual and no full safety, so keeping it clean, Premier 2. We've got a yellow flag with Tambar, who's on that turn 3. You just want to get the foot down, but you can't. It's a tricky long right-hander. Karen is flying. I know he's put fresh tyres on, but I think that's the 3rd lap in a row he's set the fastest lap. Trying to catch up to the pack. he'll be praying for a safety car. Checo's just managed to, as they enter the DRS zone, he's got over a second on Virgil Hutchins. And Tambar's gone. Oh, the fast left-hander up the hill. Turn 8, I think it is.
And your safety cars come out.
And we do have a safety car. Perfect time for the mediums.
And Carez is running.
Touch early for the hards. I'm not sure your mediums will get all the way.
Yeah, well, it depends on how many laps you get under safety car. If it's a quick and clean 2-lap safety car, maybe so, but the pack looks pretty spread out now, and pit stops are only going to make that worse. So I don't know, we may, if we get 4 or 5 laps under safety car, that takes us to lap 20. So then you add 13, and that's where the mediums cliff off, so it might be alright.
I think most of the hard, I think we'll see most people come in, but I think it's definitely advantage to Demur and Ank.
Sure.
I'd say. Now Carez, this is what he wanted. I guess he stays. He's had a big think about it and he stayed out. I mean, he's last anyway. It depends if he's got a fresh set of. I'm not sure what tyres he had available, but Giannis puts on the softs. Might not be a bad move, that soft medium, soft medium.
Yeah.
Strategy. Sorry, hard. It'll be hard medium. Sorry, hard soft.
So this is hurt Victor. He's had to go around. Sticking to that delta the whole time, and just now making it into the pit lane.
Yeah, but he'll stay in. He'll stay in first. I think most will get around. And it looks like everyone behind him jumped in as well.
Yeah. Also true.
Sure he will. Yeah. Don't speed into the pits in as 4.
Yeah, no worries there.
Yeah. I know he sometimes listens to commentaries while he's racing, which I find amazing. I don't have the bandwidth to listen to that and try and keep the car in fun.
No, me either. I know we have some drivers who listen to music during the race.
Yeah. I think Frosty is one of those, isn't he?
Yeah. Which I wouldn't mind, more so in practice and time trials, but I've noticed I start to try to time my up and down shifts to the beat of the song, and that doesn't always work.
Upshifting to the beat, I like it.
Yeah. The downshift you can typically make work because you can turn one beat into 4 quarter beats, and then you downshift quite quickly. But yeah, the upshift you shift early, you shift late. You shift on time with the song, but not about anything else.
Yeah. No, not for me, Clive. So let's have a little recap of the race here. We've got Victor, who started on pole and currently leads. He built up a great lead. Well, on position changes. He built up a great lead and has seen that disappeared. He's on the mediums. There's currently 17 laps to go. They'll get there, I think, but they'll be probably in about the 70s for tyre wear. Checo in P2 started 4th, and Jesse up 5 into P3. So I'm not sure. I mean, I guess all those boys are just going to have to just go for it and see what happens. Obviously, there could still be another safety car.
Yeah. I don't know, I think we'll get, I think we'll probably still do, obviously we'll complete this lap. I think we'll complete one more under the safety car. I think we'll go green lap 19.
Carez did end up pitting. He waited a lap. So he's got 1 lap fresher, 2 lap in a couple of them.
Yeah.
I guess if you're in last place and then Rusty, Giannis is okay. So I've seen this before actually, and it's not a bad idea, is it? If you've got another, just you doing 2 stops under the safety car, so you've got your mandatory stop done, and then you've put on another fresh set of softs. I'm not sure. Yeah, so like let's say you're on I've seen it, yeah, people pit and then come back in and put another tyre on, but they think to get to the end, which maybe they were on before, as they've done their mandatory change and
No, I think I track. You know, if the medium is a faster tire, you under safety car. If you're in the back, you know, you come off mediums, go onto softs, go do a lap, and then swap back to the mediums and finish the race.
Exactly.
Assuming they'll last. Yeah.
There we go. Thank goodness you're here, Tack.
I wouldn't rather be anywhere else.
But what it does mean is that GNS is quite a way off the pack. So if that safety car does end up coming in, he's going to be a little bit screwed.
Yeah.
Or is he going to get another lap? All the medium boys will be loving extra laps.
Yeah, we'll certainly get one more lap.
The yellow flag laps, you know, maybe 1%, perhaps 2%, versus a green flag lap where you're putting on 4% wear, 4.5% or something. So.
Well, the thing that you mentioned initially with Carez is that his tires are now 1 lap younger than some of the others, which is something I haven't thought about.
I guess if you're at the back, it doesn't matter when you do your change, does it?
No.
At the end of the safety car procession.
Yeah, well, you also once the safety car comes out, you don't have to follow the delta anymore. Once it's actually going around track, so you can get those tires warm by moving at race speed by the time you catch the pack and the safety car goes green. And the only two things, like you said, if you're a little late on the call and you're halfway around the track by the time the safety car goes out, so see there's Giannis coming in, going back onto the mediums,
But he's I mean, surely the safety car's in this lap, he's going to have a big gap.
Nah, he'll catch him.
5 lap mediums, you think I guess they're early. I think he was better putting on a pair of softs, doing whatever 7 laps, and then, in fact, you could even go soft or soft medium, because I don't think these ones would get to 5 laps plus 15, 20. Yeah, I don't think you get 20 laps off the mediums.
Yeah, it'll be sketchy, but again, it's a preseason test. Who cares?
Yeah, why not? Roll the dice.
Yeah. Now the other so the two things to be cautioned, the one we already said, you know, if you get screwed on the safety car timing. But the second being, I know drivers tend to get a little antsy under safety car, and especially if we've already done quite a few laps and you're taking a pit stop, there's the accusations of race delay starting to fly about. I know that was an issue 2 or 3 seasons ago. Concerns about people.
Like it's in.
Yeah, it's coming in now.
People messing about, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there was some.
See, the other thing is, it's you want to push it on exit here, and that chicane does not like to be pushed around.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to lose it coming out of the last, cheeky double shift and go, and the car just doesn't go with you.
Yeah.
There goes Victor, and he's gone. He had a tiny thingy. Checo comfortably with him. He's weaving to try and raise the temperature in his tyres.
Yep. And break a little bit of toe. And we're away.
Like everyone got through there okay.
Oh, we're 3 wide here in the back. We got Rusty, Truly, and Giannis. Rusty into Giannis quite a bit. Everybody's okay for the point, but wow. I had that moment where 2 tires catch and 1 car is tossed up in the air a little bit. That was scary.
I was actually on with GK Bath, and his teammate Demur in the Aston had a great little turn 1, 2, 3. And in the end, GK Bath gets through. I think Demur careful not to, they're both careful not to mess each other's race up. But it does mean that they've got a bit of a gap now to Mercedes and Norris driving.
Yeah. Taking a look at Demur on the hard tires and Ank. They both have some temperature, not quite optimal yet, but give it a lap or 2. So this is going to be the point where the hard tires will struggle the most.
Yeah, I expect the last sort of 5-6 laps from those two should be the quickest on track.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ankbank actually has a good show between Inez and Demur. Inez held the inside line, it didn't pay off. Bank maybe trying to overtake on the hards. He's going to get stuck up behind Demur.
Yep. Yeah.
Oof.
Just made contact, but it was okay. As they both try and get... Oh! Well saved, Hank.
Oh, no, but there's a Williams.
Oh, no.
And he's out.
Yeah.
And there's your second safety car. Yep. Right after the first.
Now, what are we, 13? Now, if you've got a fresh mediums, I think Demur and Ankbank should probably put them on. For the rest of them, I guess the thought are another 3 laps of yellow flag racing means those mediums will get to the end.
Yeah, and the pack is so tight. I don't think it makes sense for anybody to pit except the bottom 3, because otherwise you're just giving up positions.
Yeah, and it's not easy to overtake Spain, is it? It's not super easy to overtake.
No, oddly enough, it is somewhat easy to run side by side, but to finish off the move, no, it takes a little extra.
Into turn 1, and at the end of the other DRS straight, probably the 2 best opportunities.
Yeah. So I'll be curious who is brave enough to pull off the pit stop. Not Victor, nor Checo, not Jesse. Turtle, no. Moist, no. Bass, no. Inez and Demur, no. Hank, no. Frosty. Frosty's going to be the first. Frosty has set it off. GNS will follow in. Carez does not. Okay, so only Frosty and GNS deciding to come into the pit lane. And what do they go for? Frosty.
I think this might be GNS's like 6th stop, 5th stop.
But can he get fresh tires? They are fresh.
He is going to be super quick. He needs this safety car to last about 7 laps, though, I think, to make it.
I don't disagree. Spain is
about 6.5%, I think. I had a little practice with it, and the softs were about over 6% wear, and he's currently got 12 laps, which is what, 72.
Yeah,
which is doable, you know, but those softs won't be very quick after lap 7.
No.
6, so hey, you know, if you're at the back, you've got nothing to lose. He also just wants to be gentle. He wants to catch the pack and warm the tyres, but put as little wear as possible on doing that.
Yeah, I think you don't really need to weave at all. You just need to drive, and I think that'll bring the temperatures up without inducing too much wear.
He's caught up too quickly almost, you know. So I think we're going to get probably one more in next lap. They're all together. I didn't see what happened to Ramsey. I just saw his Williams go flying across the track and turn 3 into the inside wall and game over. I'm lucky for him. He's having a good race. And Chienez is back in, along with Rusty.
I think he's just going for the PR record for most pit stops in a race. So. Yeah, we're on 6 now.
I'm sure it makes sense somewhere.
Sure.
Rusty's got a nice fresh set of mediums. That's probably not a bad shout. As Giannis puts on another fresh set of softs. I feel like how many softs? Because he put one on earlier as well.
Yeah, it may say 0 laps because he didn't complete one full lap on them.
Ah, okay, yeah. So who are our winners and losers so far? We've got Demur and Ant at 8. Carras and Giannis down 9. They're the biggest movers. Other people that have had a good race. Inez 4 up 6 places. GK Bass up 5, representing Tier 1. Love to see it. Jesse up 5, very consistent, solid driver. Checo up 2, Turtle up 3. And then Truly down 1, Carras down 9, Frosty up 3, Rusty doing well, up 5, and Giannis, who's decided to make his pit stop crew earn their money this week. lots of practice for the season, I guess, on those quick changes.
Yeah. GN is a lucky boy, tagged Rusty, actually under the safety car. Didn't get a penalty for it.
Yeah, this game's a lot more forgiving for that, and the last one it was, and the last one the problem was both Inez would get 5 seconds, but Rusty too.
Yeah.
So you'd get the 5-second penalty for someone hitting you. You're like, what? And Turtle lets the safety car go, so it must be in. I didn't see the message, but he is in.
Yep.
Victor goes. Checo's right on him.
Jesse's still weaving, get some temperature there. That's Checo wanting the outside. Checo holds the line. He's got it.
Wow.
So well done to him.
Yeah, it's still 10 and a half laps to go. 7 laps already done. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. That's Frosty, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Jesse making the move up on Turtle Hopper as well.
Rusty's actually in a nice place on those medium 11 laps to go. And Frosty himself, but he's had a moment. Rusty on the 3. Gian is looking to make moves quickly. He's already up 3 spots. And he's now right on the back of the Alpha Tauri of Perez. Especially through Sector 3, he will be lightning.
Yeah.
So much more mechanical grip. Needs a good exit here. I guess he'll drain the battery and see what he can do. But the cars ahead are also using. So where's your money, Victor or Checo?
I think Victor.
Play you to bet, Jack.
I think it's on Victor. And honestly, if we were to get into futures, I'd actually put money on Victor to win this thing this season.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, if you look back at performances between himself and Kelsey's last season, I think the only races that Kelsey's lost were the ones that Victor didn't compete. Or maybe that was backwards. Sorry, where Victor did compete. So attendance was very critical. Had a big impact on that. Yep. Yeah. Nope. My money goes to Victor. And to the victor goes the spoils of my money.
Julian Perez wheel to wheel, leaving the space nicely, and Perez gets through.
Just a little slip there at the end.
Jesse is sticking with Victor, no problem. I need to use a little bit of battery, but they've got Turtle.
GN is side by side with Truly. You know, it might inflict the commentator's curse, but we've seen almost every, with the exception of what took out Ramsey, just about every time we've gone through turn 1, it's been clean with cars side by side.
Yeah.
So well done to Premier Chair. It's improvement.
There's been some nice races for sure, yeah. We've got Inez and Perez both flying, facing down to Moore. I think there'll be a move here from one of them.
That cares what the
inside. Playing space. This becomes the outside. Got a yellow flag. And he carries us through. Oh, G. Inez has dropped right back though. I think that was him.
Yeah, maybe so. That's what it looks like the flags are finishing off.
And here goes Victor. Take the outside into turn 1. Becomes the inside in turn 2. Plenty of curve there. Doesn't quite get it through. And he's happy to sit behind again.
Yeah, the switchback on that corner exit is so difficult because if you're on the outside, you're at the grip limit. So.
Just runs a bit deep into that. Gives Jesse. Yeah, Jesse's right behind. Great drive from Jesse.
I caught GNS doing a little 360 there in the background. His soft tires have already had enough.
Truly right on the back of Hank. Nothing to be done.
Coming back down the front straight. Again, sorry, Victor's got the battery and the DRS, but I think the gap's just going to be a little too large to overcome this time around.
And Moise gets past Turtle. Perez gets past Inez. Those two have been having a little ding dong. Great drive from Inez 4. Comfortably in the top 10 all race.
Yeah, that solid consistency is a good place to be because you can build on top of that and know what to expect, know what your results should be.
DK back as well, and everyone up in P6. Always super quick last year. Maybe sometimes didn't have the consistency of Inez and Petra to fight for that title, but on one lap pace he was pretty impressive. So Victor right behind as he's coming to that DRS straight again. Will he make a move this time? Does he think about sitting behind for a couple more laps?
I don't know. Yeah, he used it, but then he backed out of it, so maybe.
They both do at the same time almost. Checo down to 30%. Victor at 60. But he'll know if he's got the pace, and he keeps doing that for a couple of laps. Checo has to use the battery on that straight. And as soon as he sees the red light flashing, I think his eyes light up and that's when it's go time. Pretty hard to regenerate, maybe because I'm running too much downforce, but pretty hard to regenerate my DRS on it.
Yeah, it could be if you got the drag slowing you down. Then Magnetos don't have to.
And Checo just picked up a 3-second penalty for track limits. And said now I think it doesn't even need to make the overtake.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wants to, but that could be the victory.
Yeah, I think it will be. And I think Victor's probably still going to try to make the move.
It also means at the moment Jesse would go to P2, straight drive. And Moise, I think, would just sneak into P3 as the podium.
Yep, I think you're right. So it's about 1/10 of a second, actually, before Moise can get the podium. Just ever so slightly off. Yeah, I expect those mediums now to really start to struggle a bit. There's no one, I mean, all the top 8 are on old mediums though, so there's no one to really capitalise. No, and Demers
maybe not quite having the raw pace.
Demers 2.3. Yeah, Demers 2.3 seconds off on the hard tire. It's gonna be hard to catch.
Yeah. So we can still see as GNS. He's had an eventful race. He decided to say that's enough.
Yeah, just a preseason test, right? There's almost always one driver who gets a little goofy during the preseason.
Here comes Victor.
Yeah, he wants it this
Checo
time. He's going to go for the inside.
Gets it slowed down. Checo, though, carried more speed through.
Yeah, the inside line in the turn one has not been successful for overtaking, I've noticed.
Checo's down to 11% battery, though. Victor will see the flash. Checo ran a bit wide.
Yeah, Victor's oh so close on the back of him. Just can't quite get it done on that straight.
Here we go. I think this is it. Battery activated. DRS activated.
He needs to go for the outside line. The inside line's not going to cut it.
Then he's going to get a choice. But it looks like he's ahead. Oh, Checo!
Oh. A little hip Checo.
Yeah, borderline.
Yeah, I think he got on that slippery inside surface. I don't think it was entirely intentional, but I do think it was avoidable. And you'd expect anything less?
No. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Yeah.
I need to get onto the PRL manager about that. Why are you earning 3 times as much as me?
I work 3 times as hard.
Oh, come on.
I did get a promotion.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, you're a PRL admin now these days, aren't you?
Yeah. 100% pay increase.
Yeah, I mean, you stink of success.
0 times 2 is still 0. Victor is caught a good bit back up to Checo. I think not having to drive in his dirty air in the corners has helped because Moist was closed right up on Victor there after the little incident.
To drain a lot of battery though.
Yeah, he's still got a touch over on Checo though.
And Perez is looking quick, chasing down Turtle. I think he might get P4 by the end. Oh, there's only an lap and a half to go. Victor's in the DRS. Let's see who's going to do it. That's P6, straight drive. And there's P8, straight drive. And there's the Murph in the back. That's the top 10.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, I mean, I guess they started a good bit farther down, but I don't know that the starting on the mediums really worked for those two.
No, I agree. And here comes Victor, battery activated DRS, slipstream.
He needs to get the outside line.
Checo very much wants to, and I think you might just see, yeah, Victor take a little more of a. Yeah, I think he was like, you know what, I'm not even going to risk that happening to me this time, and just
closes that door.
Car there and said, yeah, exactly. Great drive from Victor in the Ferrari. Oh, Checo!
Let's put it in the wall.
I was on him. He just a bit too much gas coming out of that corner.
Yep.
And those tyres, after 18 laps, didn't like it.
That corner will sneak up on you, for sure. I've lost it there plenty of times.
Yeah, and his tyres are still on fire. He's got no grip. Just bring it home, Checo. Unlucky. We'll put Royce up into P2. Turtle P3. And O'Carroll is right on the back of him. Jesse's had a moment on the final. Jesse's had a moment and a reset to track on the final.
Well, it's just a test.
It's just a test.
So, Jesse with all kinds of violations.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't typically promote that in PRL season races, but you know what? It's a test. It's fine. Fine for today.
It's a test. Everyone's gone a bit demob happy in Barcelona. They'll all be out tonight, wandering along Las Ramblas, having a few cervezas. Good on them. Good fun. Good race. Great pace from Victor.
Yeah, pretty.
Real marker for the season now.
Yeah, good entertainment out of Spain, which I think is what we could have expected. So.
Final order then. Victor P1 in the Ferrari, Moistfish P2, Turtle Hopper P3. Great drive from those guys. Then we've got Carres, bit of a recovery from the back to end up P4 and the fastest lap. GK Bass up in Prem, doing well, P5. Inez P6, great drive. Jesse P7, Truly P8, Checo P9, and Demur P10. And then after that we have Ank, Rusty, Frosty, and then our non-finishers were Gianez, Ramsey, Tambar, only Techer, and last season's champion, one to watch in the McLaren, Calthis.
All right, that's the preseason test completed. We appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out with us, and appreciate everybody in the chat. I've been reading your messages, so well appreciated. Warm wishes. Let's try this one more time. I've been Tag Delta.
I've been Nico John.
And this has been the Premier Tier Preseason Testing. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week.
Take care.